Hi, this is Cypress Golden Bronze, and this is my voice, and I'm in the closet. Why do I say that? Why do I say in the closet? Well, it's like this. Everything that I talked about on these webcams are about Obama and religion. I had a good thing on religion on my timeline. I'm going to put it on top. That guy, listen to that guy. That is, he tells it fables. Most of them are fables. But where do they come from? And where does the Black Madonna and all of that come from? It's Africa. You know, the birth, as they may say, the birth of Jesus Christ and the three wise men. There's a meaning for all those, but they're fables. Those are not real. But anyway, I don't want to get into religion today. My main purpose today is Oscars. And it really is funny to me, because if you knew actors and actresses, and some people say, well, my cousin Shirley, isn't she a good person? She's nice. I like her. She don't think too much of herself. She's just talented. You know, but no. Get in the group of actors and actresses and directors and producers and get into that group. Ooh, you talking about, a whirlwind of me's. You know, people that only concern about whether they're seen, heard, and how they look. Those are the only important things. When you mess with that, they'll boycott all day long. But this Academy thing doesn't really mean anything to them. It means a lot to Spike Lee because it always did. You know, Spike been on the warpath for a long time, and that's what I really respect about him, because he puts his foot down on issues that happen in our society regarding poor black people. You know, poor black people. Once again, that's one thing that your president did not do. He refused. Or I always say to the young people that are going to school, don't come out to be like that, because you do nobody any good. It's almost like you're studying for nothing, because you come out and you turn against your own. Detroit, Michigan has that's a black dude that they turn that over to. And I'm calling him a dude because he's ridiculous. He went along and allowed all that to happen again. They're all black, so they're learning how to do this in school, and they're coming out like this, forgetting their ancestors, forgetting who they are, because you can think about your ancestors for a flash of a moment when you're trying to make a decision or what you want to do or whether you've done something wrong, and you will be corrected spiritually, because the pain and agony and the suffering that they had to go through for you to go to school and come out and do that is abomination to me. Just don't go. It's not that important, as you can see. You know, I can't wait till he leaves so it can calm down. God, he did something for the gay rights, the gay people, the gay community. He did something for other communities, but everybody but poor black people, and he never spoke up for them at all. Don't go to school to do that. It's out of order. It's out of order. So Oscars, getting back to that, the people that are involved are actors, actresses, producer, and that's exactly what they do. Look at Out of Compton. No one has said, why would you let or sign? You have to sign your story over to writers. Or maybe the writers went to them, and now they're going to get all the awards, all the money. You know, why would you do that for two white dudes? And then we're hollering and screaming that Out of Compton was real good. Well, I watched them make that movie. And it was good because it was good. But nobody black is getting any credit for a black man's story, a black kid's story, their struggles. And there's too many black writers out here that they could have done that. So, that's the kind of crap I'm telling you. The only thing that they're interested in is being seen, heard, and to get them a job. Stacey Dash, only thing she's trying to do is get a job. She has not been acting for a while. Single Ladies was the last time. And that was Queen Latifah. Okay, she's talking about BET and all these. It was Queen Latifah's show, Single Ladies, that was canceled, but it's back on again, I believe. Or is it canceled again? I don't know. I don't look at it anymore. But Stacey Dash needs a job. So she's not thinking about black people, the community, BET. She don't give a darn about none of them. The only thing Stacey Dash gives a darn about is who's doing her hair, what dress she's wearing, what she's got to get her muscles in tone or whatever, concentrating on that bod, That's it. So what Roland Martin was saying on News Now today, he was saying that they have to get into the system. But he has to realize that's in the whole game play. No justice in the community for all the deaths and everything. I hate to say it, but you have to tear apart the Constitution. Has to change. If it does not change, you will not see any change. They will always come up with a reason why they should be still working on those jobs. Like the governor in Detroit. He needs to be thrown out. Period. The black dude that they turned it over as whatever. He's the boss or whatever. And we haven't even seen him. We haven't even talked about him. We haven't seen him. Nothing. They're going to keep him because he does what they want him to do. One prophetess a long time ago said that our whole system is going to change. There won't be any voting for president in a minute. There'll be a group of people with perfect lives, even worse. 12 people or something like that, and they will do all the decision making, and they'll eliminate president. Now, that was the prediction. I don't know. What can we say? I believe it. They're going to have to. It's too corrupt. And corrupt. Our society has been corrupt for a long time. The system. We can't get in the system. Please. They're going to shut. They smart. They got it. They have the money. Why the heck do they have to be so submissive to you? And they know what you like. They know that you can't go nowhere with blue jeans and a pair of tennis shoes, and you're not comfortable unless you have a fancy car, or a fancy house, or you're just not, your mind is not ready. And they know that. Academy, they know you've been like that. Telling how Sidney Poitier, they were all great, but there's no telling how they carried themselves. And I've learned this through this president's term. He would never do a third term. I read that. No. I mean, how is that going to help? It's not. The whole system, he was right, but we've never been in the system. And that's never going to happen. So, whatever they do with the Oscars is it. Like I said, I live not far from where they have it. And when I was a student, some students they would go and help, and do things to get a chance to actually go to the show. I never made any attempt on any of it because I cut them loose way back with Color Purple and Amadeus. I never looked at it. I knew then it was a fake. It's not true. And the only thing people really look at is the red carpet. They want to see what dress you have on, the shoes you have on, and your partner who you came with. And that's what stars do. They just want to be stars, not politicians. So that's never going to change. So if you want to get into the entertainment industry, go into it knowing that it's not about your talent. It ain't about talent. It's about money. And the same with society. It's about money. It's all about, they want to be on top so that they can run everything. I don't know what's wrong with us, but I do. We would serve that Obama if he was Hitler, just because he's black. That's not smart. Okay? So, Oscars, am I going? I never did go. It's right down the street. They're going to start shutting down everything just to set up for it. I don't go near that. And I would not go anyway. You know what I'm saying? I really wouldn't. I'd stay far away. Because I've never been into the Academy Awards in a long, 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 long time. So, have a good day. And be safe. You can love, 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 but be safe. I'm looking at Fatal Attraction and all these shows, and I'm like, oh my God. People are really ruthless now. You could date somebody and the next minute they're cutting off your head and burying it or putting it on barbecue grills. And when I saw one girl do that to her boyfriend that played on her, I was like, whoa, that's deep. Things are getting really deep out here. I've never had any problems with police. Never. The police around here actually acknowledged me because I spent a lot of time in the federal building when all that stuff was going on with lawyers doing a certain project. So I've never there was one, and he was Latino. He was crazy. And he kept picking at me at the door. And my other Latino friends in the line, because you have to stand in the line, you got to take off everything and be stressed every time you go into those buildings. And when they see me on the train, getting on the train or whatever, they just say, hey, good morning. And I say, good morning. Every morning. Yeah, I'm going somewhere to that. And I see the same police, and they do that. That's the only thing that I've communication. I've always had respect for police too. My grandparents, I was raised by my grandparents. So therefore, the rules to my aunties, to any elder, there was yes ma'am, actually no ma'am. And then the police, you say yes sir, no sir. And you humble yourself. You don't have strong eye contact. And people say, why shouldn't you? Because they're authority. You have to learn how to respect authority, period. People above you. That's why I don't work 9 to 5s, though. I knew that I would not respect you. So I got out of them. When I know that I will respect them on my way out the door. That's how that is. I like having my own freedom and being my own boss. But when it comes to the police, I've always, and people are still dying even though they're respectable. Being shot in their backs and stuff like that. So I'm very lucky. I consider myself fortunate. I do. Because I could, it can happen to you. Those of you that don't support Black Lives Matter and that are African American, Negro, whatever you want to call yourself, Japanese, Mexican, whatever you want to call yourself. I want to say this. I want to slip this in. I don't know how Obama can sleep, and I don't think he sleeps, or any black, like the black guy in Detroit, or when they bypass, because it's disrespectful to the ancestors. And when you think back to who they are, what they went through, people that came before you, how they set the stage for you to be where you are today. I'm here not as a successful singer and actress like I wanted, but the strength I have is unbelievable. You will not believe what I survived through. Things that I had to accept and survive, and I got that from my ancestors. They prepared me. They did it in the past, and now in my blood veins, I can withstand some of the things that I have to go through as a black person. So my voice in the closet is about me being separate also from the black community that I have met while I did those webcams on Obama and Christianity. The people that confronted me, I'm so separate from you. And only way that I can get away from you is in the closet. No, that's the real reason. You know, I'm not going to change. I refuse. My mind can handle reality. A lot of people not understanding, and I get it, because a lot of people don't have that space in their minds. Their minds just can't expand that far to be anything other than, thinking that he is a great person and he's great in the things that he did while he was president was okay, because it's not okay. It's not okay. And I can take that in Christianity. I knew that a long time ago as a little girl. My grandmother kept buying me Bibles. The black Bible, the white Bible, the little baby Bible, the red Bible. And I lost them every Sunday. When she said, go get your Bible. Oh, I lost it. Oh, I don't know where it is. Well, Amber, I don't feel like running through the house looking for the Bible. We'll get you one at church. Oh, dang. They had Bibles at church. I was like, I am so sick of that thing. I didn't believe any of it. The fables are fables. The fables were told for a reason, but they told a lot. And I think that came from Egypt, which now they don't even classify as Africa. The mother, the father, and the little baby. The pictures of the little baby. And the Pope, when they go someplace, they look at a black Madonna till this day. So that should help the Christians a little bit, you know. But you know what? They need that. I realize. I get it. You need to hold on and go to the churches, and you need to do that. In my hometown, they go to the churches, and then some people, because it's not the rules. This guy talks about 10 commandments. Where that comes from. So I don't know how I can find all this information out, and everybody can't. But you know what? He said, and I got it from him. He says, I get it. You need that because your mind does not accept what I have accepted about Christianity. It just won't accept, and I get it. I get it. For real. I do. You need that. Oscars. You need that. Watch how many of those people show up because they want to show off that dress they've been picking out all year long just to see how they look better than, and the white girls are competing against the black. And then every white person that is winning were broke poor. Some of them were broke dirt poor as any black person and became famous, and now they're rich. So it's very unfair. They're like, well, what side should I take? You know, my favorite is House and Grey's Anatomy. Shonda Rhimes really put her foot in Grey's Anatomy. And then I read a shocking thing about her, that she doesn't agree with diversity. She doesn't like the word diversity. Oh no, DuVernay said she doesn't like the word diversity. But me, I like it because it's a word that shows many. Means many races, many lifestyles, many ideas. And I think that a good story has diversity. I write diversity, and I don't know why, because I'm real pro-black. But I'm always putting a white couple, a white girl with a black guy, and the black guy with a white girl, and the gay. I bring them out with respect. I always bring out with respect, because a lot of my friends were gay, you know, from theater days. So I love them. And just everything that you love about everything around you, put it together. It's just like nature is diverse. You know? So many things are diverse. You got dogs, but you have cats and birds. And you have, it's all different. But how they live together and commune together on the earth is what affects the universe. So look on my timeline. He's on there. So let me go back again. Oscars, what do I vote for? I don't know, because I don't go. I don't go. They're going to be right down the street. So just show you how real I am about it. I really was real many years ago. And it's not a prejudice thing. It's not a black thing, because I know people in that business. You know, I don't chase stars. I hate star chasers. But what happens with me, they come to me. I had one star looking for an apartment, and I said, you know, I'll take you up to mine and you can look at mine. And I brought him up, and it just dawned on me, this is Malcolm Jamal Warner. So they come to me. You know, I don't go to stars. I'm much happier without vain people around me. Everything is about them. Their show, their book, everything is about them. Everything. I wonder if I was like that. Yeah, in a way, I think I was before I grew up. And before all the pain and agony and the beating that I took in my life changed me. And I met myself and realized that I was God. I'm God. And when I realized that, I said, well, then that means that I can do anything that I want to do. I can be any place that I want. And I constantly have to fight it sometimes. And you have to believe it. But how do I use these powers? That's what teachers like Jesus did. He taught us how to use our powers, which are very important as human beings. So that's it. Everybody have a good day. And this is my voice in the closet. Everybody, be careful. Be on the lookout, okay? Love you. Peace. Ashe.